Hello again, welcome to this live session. First, let me apologize for not being able to conduct the part-time live session yesterday. I had some technical issues. As a result, there was no live session yesterday. This is the intraday live trading session, and the only live session for today, being Friday, the last trading day for this week. Let's go into the charts and conduct a general review of the 28 major currency pairs, including gold. That's a 29. So we have a lot of work to do right now. First, let's begin with a trade that is really not playing out for us. Yesterday it went back close to our entry. That's the trade we took in the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. It went really close to our entry, and from there on bounced back down. The 4 hours channel is still playing out. It is still in control. It is still holding price, and in my view this channel in the long run is going to is a hint that price will be pushing to the upside. Let's just look into this pair again. In the daily time frame, we have the possibility of a range, and price is trading at the final support level, at the final bounce point. Okay, right there. Maybe our entry came in too late because we're trading around that area, and that's usually the problem when you are trading considering an area. Okay, considering an area of support or resistance. A bounce here, a bounce there, another one here. This entire zone is now an area of support. Right, it's not an area of support. Given the type of price action we are seeing in the daily time frame, the result here will not be far from a range. It's definitely not going to be far from a range. Okay, it's not going to be far from the range. This pair has not trended for a very long time. You can see ranges. Even backward, you will see ranges. So we really do not need to give up this loss to this market or to this chart, because it has been from range to range. Okay, if it is not going for us now, we traded close to support level, so we should be confident that this is going to be a range. Okay, so what we need to do is to give this trade enough room. Let's see the 4 hours time frame again at that support, that channel support leg. This channel leg. All right, that's the channel leg. You can see support here. It bounced here, right here, bounced around here again, bounced here, has not really bounced around this area. This one has been respecting as well as resistance, so it is a channel, and usually this happens around levels of support and resistance, and we can see the daily level of support around that zone. So we need to give this trade a fair chance. We need to give it enough room. Last time we decided to risk 3%. Then we close back the stop loss as price moved close to our entry. We're just looking for the next push in order to close the trade out. Then it crashed again yesterday to the downside, or early this morning. So we are going to give it enough room. Okay, maybe somewhere here, just keep it around somewhere here. Today I don't see the possibility of this channel breaking to the downside. Even if it does, then we might have a fake breakout. So I'm going to keep it just somewhere around here, the 78.76 level. Okay, 77.76 level, I think. Oh, sorry, 77.87 level. 77.87 level. That's it. So let's see what's going to happen between this channel here. Unfortunately, we have been trapped at the upper boundary of this channel. That usually happens, so we need to manage our way out of this. All right, so nothing more in this pair. That's exactly what is happening right now. And if price bounce today from here to the upside, then we'll be seeing a pin bar in the daily time frame for another push. If price bounce from here, then today is likely going to close a pin bar, which will signal the actual move or the actual direction to the upside. So let's see what's going to happen. Now you can see that the Australian dollar against Japanese yen is trading around support level. It is very correlated to the Australian dollar against the American dollar. The same price action. So let's look at the Australian dollar against the American dollar to see if we are trading around possible support zone as well. Okay, first let us apply the correlation tool. We are going to correlate the Australian dollar against the American dollar against the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Against the Japanese yen. All right, correlate that. All right, so you can see 82%. That is high positive correlation. High positive correlation. Very high positive correlation. That means they move in the same direction. If the Australian dollar against the Japanese yen is going down, the Australian dollar against the American dollar will definitely be going down. And this is what I am seeing in the Australian dollar against the American dollar. In the daily time frame, I am seeing the possibility of an expanding triangle. We already have the leaning line to the upside, okay, where price has been you can see the curve right there to the upside, and we might be having the leaning line to the downside right here. So that area of support will be this zone, okay, this zone. So price has been able to struggle her way down to that area. Anywhere here we should be expecting a bounce, and if it does bounce, that means the Australian dollar against Japanese yen as well should be seeing some bounce point. Okay, all right, let's keep it there. No need to talk too much on this. Unfortunately, this price behavior for the entire week to the downside was really not for us. You can also see maybe a channel, a sideways bias there. Anyway, in the 1 hour time frame, the Australian dollar against the American dollar has made a nice range breakout. Very nice range breakout. As you know, it is trading around support zone. If we must take this trade, although the average true range for today has been made, which is one of those conditions that has been violated, and we are not going to be trading. The price makes a pullback to that zone. It should come back down around here, then we can see the pushback up. This is a solid intraday support zone. Former support now acts as resistance. If price comes here, it should be finding some resistance at that point. But as price is trading around the daily area of possible support, that area, we don't want to take short entries here. It might be trapped. Let me try to get that line going. Okay, let me be very specific with that level. All right. Okay, just keeping this one, but doesn't look good anyway. Support should be somewhere around here. Okay, so this is the spanning triangle in the daily time frame. Aside from this, that is support zone. There could be this as well. Multiple support area. We will not go short against that area. What else? Okay, I think that's it. So this setup that you are seeing here, this very nice, beautiful setup that we are seeing here, we are not going to trade that. All right, price is trading around possible daily level of support. Let's move on to the next pair, the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. For this week, price has been trending. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay, 5 days. Price has been down. Was there any valid trading opportunity for us, and why did we not take it? Well, the first day it went down, second day it went sideways. That was resistance, and this was support. Okay, then we got the breakout, a nice breakout. We were waiting for the pullback, price pullback, but fell shy to retest that level of resistance, where we would have clicked on our sell button. From there on, came back down, so no trade was taken, and that was the only trading opportunity at this point. Today it has just been hovering around there. So in this pair for this week, there was just no entry for us. Okay, so let's move on. This level of support, price action traders will not trade here because the breakout here and the price action is happening in very low volume. So we are going to take out this. Again, channels everywhere. You might have this channel. Whether we like it or not, these are the price behavior that we are seeing in the chart. All right, so price, anytime price comes to this area, it tends to respect support. So for the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen, support is also there. You should not be hitting on your sell button here. If you must sell, then you want price to at least make some pushes to that area before you go down. Right here is too late for an entry. And in the 1 hour time frame, let's go to this. The 3 SM indicator has been calling for a downtrend, and that is where we would have taken our entry if we had gotten a bounce off the dynamic area of resistance, but that was just a scratch which we wouldn't have traded. Right now, nothing here for us to trade. Daily time frame has been strong fall. Okay, no entry here. Euro against Japanese yen. Let's see this. This in the daily time frame has turned direction to the downside, now trending. Push down, sideways behavior, push down again. It has broken that level of support, but the breakout happened in a very weak behavior. 4 hours time frame. Let's see this. Any counter trend lines, connect all of those lows. It is messing around that counter trend line. It is messing around that counter trend line. Not so good. You can delete that. Okay, normal levels of support and resistance in the 1 hour time frame, where this pair as well has been trending for this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days. It has been down for this week. Did we miss any trading opportunity? This was a straight move, went up, support, got broken. Now this is the pullback, and that was where the trading opportunity would have happened. Okay, that's where I would have taken that a trade, as price made that pullback to form a level of support, which is now resistance. Why did we not take that trade? One, the breakout was not in very good momentum. Then two, it is the first bounce of okay, I think we got here. Then well, let's say it's a missed opportunity. Let's say it's a missed opportunity. But in the 4 hours time frame, we didn't want to trade there because of that counter trend line. Price was actually happening. That was actually happening around this counter trend line. Okay, that counter trend. Anyway, so right now this level of support is being violated right now as well. Let's keep this trend line. That's it. No entry for now. The Australian dollar against the New Zealand dollar, price is going back into resistance zone. That's the resistance area. Price is climbing back into that zone, but this is a critical point right now. Nobody should be hitting on buy button until price is able to push back up. Right now, this is a problematic zone for this pair. It's struggling to see if it can push above. In the 1 hour time frame, let's keep this now as a trend line. Even though I don't like it, I am even seeing an expanding triangle. Low quality type of price behavior. Absolutely low quality type of price action. Okay, you can see resistance. All right, so for this week, this pair also has been trending to the upside. Did we miss anything? Let's see. This is the beginning of the week. Push up, push down, push up. The price behavior is a terrible one, not for us. Let's be simple enough to keep it as a channel. Okay, nothing else. Euro against the American dollar. We have been following this pair for some time. In the 4 hours time frame, we are seeing that the channel behavior. Price has been sideways. Also another hint that hey, we might soon be pushing to the upside, but the delay that we are seeing is just too much. Price delay for that move, that upward move, is very boring. It's tiring. You can see how it has remained within that channel for a pretty long time. We also have a counter trend line that bounce in this one here, coming around that zone, and this lower leg here also coming around that zone. So for today, I'm expecting that price will make that push. Then from there on, we can see the faithful bounce to the upside. Give me a minute, please. Okay, sorry about that. So for the euro against the American dollar, price is very close to that support area. Okay, very close. Let's see what's going to happen. It has not yet been hit. Don't anticipate price and go long here. You need maximum touch of that level of support. So right here is where we might be seeing the bounce to the upside for this pair. Okay, no more, no less on this. I would like to keep a London open breakout range here. Okay, let's see. Right, that's a Tokyo range. Keep to the downside. Okay, so what might happen here is a breakout to the downside to face support. Then from there on, we might have a fake breakout for a push to the upside. Let's just watch and see what we will have here for today. All right, the American dollar against the Canadian dollar, an interesting one here. This is trading at an optimal area to look for short entries. Optimal zone. First we have that counter trend line. We have already over analyzed this affair. That's the counter trend line here, where price is respecting as resistance and came in confluence with that falling level here. So this is a point of resistance, but price is not giving up. It doesn't want to go to the downside. Aside from that counter trend line, let me just keep that in the daily time frame. Okay, aside from that, what do we have? If you look into the 1 hour time frame, you will see that we are finding support here. Price is finding support with this level as a rising trend line, and also there might be an upper channel leg. I hope you can see this clearly. All right, there might be an upper channel leg, which is also a hint that, hey, my directional bias is to the downside, but I need to trick traders that I am pushing to the upside. Okay, so anywhere here it might find resistance to come back down, so be very careful going long with the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. Again, if you look at this area, this zone, this is a whole resistance zone. There's an area with that bounce there, this one, so price is very close to it. Anywhere around in here, this is where we might be seeing a bounce in the Australian dollar against the the American dollar against the Canadian dollar. So be careful going long around that zone. Unfortunately, none of this conform with any of our trading strategy. The analysis you are seeing here is just pure price action analysis. Unfortunately, none of this has conformed with any of our trading strategies. All right, the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen, also dealing with support level. That support level in the daily time frame. The hesitation is also too much, and of course, from now on, most of the pairs that we are going to be analyzing are in their ranges. We have only analyzed those that have made little trends for this week. So let's see. This is a range. For this week, did we miss anything? No, we didn't. The price has been in a range for the Canadian dollar against Japanese yen. There was no directional bias for us to follow. For you to trade profitably, you need to have a clear directional bias. All right, I do apologize for that pause again. So the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen has been in a range. This is just a range here for the week, so nothing was missed. If you are a range trader, price is around support. From there on, you should be looking for long entries. At this area, you should be looking for short entries. We don't trade this, okay? The Swiss franc against the Japanese yen, this is another one that has been in the sideways range in form of a channel for the entire week. That means we have not traded anything here as well. We have not traded anything. If you are a range trader, from here you should be looking for your long entries. We will not trade in this type of market. New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. This seems to be moving away into a range as well in the daily time frame. Maybe this is going to be a support zone. This is a small range formation here. In the 4 hours time frame, price has broken support level. Let me take that this. We can keep this here. Okay, so in the 1 hour time frame, although the average true range is made for today, the average daily range for today has been made, but we have a nice range here for us to wait for pullback, then to take our short entries. But as the average daily range is made for today, we are not taking any trade here. All right. Okay, didn't see your question. Let me check that out. USDC, the price bounces off the resistance level today. Okay, USDC, let me look at that. Week 1, yes. Well, we can take an entry if the daily candle again close at a pin bar. Okay, that daily candle there. So we need to wait for that. That will not be today. That will be next week. Okay, American dollar against the Japanese yen. This one as well has been in the range. Sideways buyers. There is no need to waste our time here. For the entire week, it has been flat. No trading opportunity here. Only for range traders. Okay, the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar for 5 days from here. That's the beginning of the week. Micro behavior range. Nothing was missed. No trade. American dollar against the Swiss franc. 4 hours time frame. In fact, this has been a total mess for some days. Complete mess in this pair. It is really not tradable at all. So we shouldn't waste our time here. Euro against the New Zealand dollar in the 1 hour time frame. Look at this. Also, a big mess here for us. Sideways behavior. It has only broken out for today, and of course the average true range has been made. In the daily time frame, we established that price was in an expanding triangle, but there was just no entry for us. New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. This is another difficult one, but in the daily time frame, this is the overall pattern. It is a range. This is heavy level of support. This is that level of resistance. But as per our trading strategies, we have not gotten any bounce to go long, so we are still flat. But bear in mind that it is a range. It came from range, all right, entering into another range. So this is what is recurrent. Do not expect that price will just keep pushing to the downside. At least you need to wait for a breakout of that level of support. It is a range. There is a high probability that price will return to the upside here. If it doesn't, then we need to wait for the breakout, at least for the breakout. Okay, let's move on. Did I look into the shorter time frame? Let's see. All right, for this week, it has been trending. It has been trending, but there was just no entry for us at all. Euro against the Swiss franc also in another range. This momentum was good, then it went flat, momentum started dying out, and today it is still flat. No trade here. Sterling pounds against the Swiss franc. We saw this crashing in the 4 hours time frame, but we missed that. It was a good opportunity anyway. It's a big miss. It's a big miss. You can see that area of support. That was the breakout. That was the pullback. This is the continuation. It's a big miss. It's gone. The price action, the individual candles, the low momentum volume kept us away, but it moved in that direction. We analyzed that over and over for those of you that has been following. All right, in the 1 hour time frame, we will keep a total range. Let's see how it breaks. The sterling pounds against the American dollar. This has moved to the downside in good momentum. Trending for this week. I think this is the okay, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. This is the missed opportunity there. That one there, that was the pullback, but hey, it was happening around the daily level of support, so we didn't trade that. The daily level of support got broken, went sideways. We have not seen any pullback yet, and of course we are around another daily level of support, so we stayed away. Sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar, reacting off support level. It has been a straight fall, and straight falls, there are usually no trading opportunities whenever you see that kind of straight fall. This week has been one of the worst. Sideways bias here. Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Swiss franc seems to be muzzling some strength here. But hey, this has not been for us for about 3 weeks going. New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. Sideways bias. Okay, for this week again, it has been a range. We are only seeing that momentum. Let's see how far it can go, where it has been a range. But still a range. Sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. I was actually following this in the 1 hour time frame, only for me to see that price made that big push above that level of resistance, and the average true range again for today has been made. So you're likely going to see an abnormal price behavior in that area. It's best to just avoid it. The euro against the sterling pounds. Remember, we have warned about this, that we should not go short because price is in this channel. And of course, in the daily time frame, we also talked about the violation of price of the setup that we are following here. We're waiting for the pullback, and it's been violated. So don't go short. As you can see, the trend line has also been broken, so try to avoid going short around that area. Anyway, the overall direction again might be to the downside. It might be to the downside, but not yet. Just be patient. Euro against the Canadian dollar. Terrible range here. Let's keep this. Okay, nothing missed here. Australian dollar against the Swiss franc. Ah, this is a dirty chart. It's a dirty chart. A very dirty chart. Another big range. Euro against Australian dollar. This is an area, and this pair has been in range as well. Big range. It's ranging. Right, sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. We have to wait for price to hit this key level of support to see the reaction we will get. It's a key level of support in the daily time frame. That has been in a wide range as well in the 1 hour time frame. No trading opportunity was missed here for this week. All right, and finally gold. Gold, we analyzed this before. What is happening here is a terrible market here in the daily time frame. You might be seeing the channel. Okay, that might be just what is happening in gold. This channel here, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. All right, now for the past few weeks, the market condition has not been for our trading frequency has been reduced, drastically reduced. You can imagine for this week we have only taken, I think, 2 trades, and the result is showing that, hey, the market condition is not for us. We are more profitable if the market is trending, if price is showing a clear headway. That is when we are more profitable. Okay, but when the market is in absolute range, it is extremely difficult to make money, except if you can find good bounces around levels of support and resistance. Okay, so if you are not making money now, it means your trading frequency has to be reduced. If it is not, then there are high chances that you are going to be scoring more losers than winners. So learn your lesson, reduce your trading frequency, and only trade when you find a valid setup. If you don't trade, your money is still yours, and you are still in the market to take trading opportunities when they present themselves. Knowing when to avoid the market is another critical trading strategy. If you don't know, then you are bound to be caught in very bad price action. Okay, all right folks, thanks for being here. It's not been an impressive week, I know, but you need to be patient and be consistent, because that's what will give you an edge in the long run. We are still in the market. If we find anything interesting, anything valid to trade, we will definitely let you know in the Telegram channel, for those of you who are there. Do have a fantastic weekend. By the way, if you have questions, please send them across as usual, and we will respond to them. Relax your mind. It is not the end of the world for this week. There are still plenty of trading days ahead. The market is here for life. Even when we are gone, the market will still be here. Do have a nice time again. Bye bye.